Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Riley.
And we are the Golf Style Guys. And today we are going to be running you guys through all the red and black we saw at the WGC Workday, because there was tons of players in red and black honoring and paying tribute to Tiger Woods after his crucial car accident this week. So we'll be running you through that. And let's just kick it off right away with Riley explaining to me, who did you love wearing the red and black? Who wore it best?
So I think Tony did a great job. I don't know if he was he wearing a mock neck?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so he had the mock neck, and then when he got to the course, he was like wearing his hat backwards like Tiger does. I think that famous, the 2018 PGA Championship, I think, when he showed up with like sunglasses and his hat backwards. Tony looked great. I think Jason Day actually looked really good too in the colors. I don't know if he was wearing a mock neck also, but I think he looked really good. Tommy Fleetwood rock a mock neck. It didn't look great on him.
I actually like the mock neck on Tommy.
Yeah, I like the mock neck too. I think I don't know about it on Tommy, but overall I think Tommy looked pretty good.
I liked the Tommy mock neck look. I liked the way Tommy looked in general. I think he looked really well. His pants were a great fit. Shirt looked dope. He had like this nice tan color look on his skin, so he was like popping, and his hat was just dope, and he's just rocking the flow right now in the back of his hat, so he just looks solid in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the best hair on tour, but I can tell you, Scotty Scheffler, I don't know what Nike was doing to Scotty Scheffler, but they sent him a shirt that was just 4 sizes too big. Mm-hmm. I mean, he looked like 2000 Tiger Woods out there.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit of a miss on their part. I know Cooch, I'm guessing, had some sort of sponsor, something come up, and he didn't have anything to wear, but then he broke out the bright red Bridgestone hat, which I thought was great, because I mean, if you can do anything, I guess wearing a hat that's the same color is kind of dope. Mm-hmm. Billy Horschel, again, is probably another guy that kind of was handcuffed by the sponsor, but he had the T-dub on his hat, which I thought was cool. Anything that the guys can do when the sponsor doesn't, equip you with a red shirt, if you can make up for it somehow. I know Bryson was using a Bridgestone ball. I mean, he's a Bridgestone guy anyway, but it had the Tiger on the side of it. So it was just overall great. Rory looked good.
Rory did look good. And
Rory looked like he could wear red and black every Sunday.
He did. And we'll touch up on the fact on the people who didn't. And again, no knock to them, because we know there's sponsorship issues, and there's contracts and deals that people have to follow, and maybe some people didn't pack certain clothes for that week because they didn't know. Obviously, how would they prepare for something like that? But we'll touch up that in a second. But first, what I want to run through with you, Riley, is how amazing it is that a professional golfer, a professional athlete at that, can trademark a color, not a name, not a brand, a color. Everyone was rocking the red, but even Rory was wearing a red shirt that with a print that Tiger wouldn't wear, and it wasn't a part of his line, but he still was wearing the TW on the back of his neck. So it just amazed me to see, they were wearing red, but they all had the TW on the back. And maybe, yes, it was to honor him, but it's also to show that this is Tiger's color, and this is his brand, this is his trademark, is the red.
Yeah, and he's the only golfer pretty much, aside from Arnie, is like famous for like the cardigan or whatever, but he's one of just a few golfers that has truly trademarked a look, a color, like that color. Yeah, even people that don't watch golf, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago, even that people don't watch golf see Tiger in the Sunday red and black, and they like know what day of the week it is, they know what's happening, right. And that's the impact this man has had on the game of golf. It is incredible. Yeah. And we saw it. I mean, it wasn't just even on the PGA Tour. I mean, Annika had red and black at the LPGA event. The entire grounds crew of the what was it,
Puerto
the Puerto Rico Championship or whatever it was, the entire crew that was like putting on was red and black. It was just so sick to watch, and they just did such a good job. It was like the perfect thing to do in that situation. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to wear red and black on Sunday, and that's how we're going to pay respect to Tiger, and it was just awesome.
Yeah, and it's just a tribute, and it's so nice to see when someone comes together. I feel like when it does come and Tiger retires, I think red should be a uniform on Sunday. You have to be wearing some sort of red on Sunday.
I think, especially for like the Nike guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's so easy for the Nike guys, because all their red shit has T-dub on the back of them. Yeah. So it makes it a little bit easier, but it's going to be, I think so too. I think that'd be sweet.
Yeah, it would be dope. So before we head on to our next segment, we got to let you know of our friends over at Rhoback, folks. For quite some time now, they have been sending us some dope gear. I'm talking Q-zips, hoodies, polos, vests, hats, you name it, they have it, and you have to go over and check at their website. I'm talking performance wicking, long-lasting polos that are super soft and comfortable to rock on course and have a nice tight fit. The Q-Zips, I'm rocking it right now. Amazing feel. They're so soft. I love this print that they have, this heather look on the black. It feels amazing. And the exciting news is that our friends over at Rhoback are giving our listeners a first-time offer of 15% off at checkout. That's right, 15% off when you go over to golficity.com/Rhoback, and 15% off will automatically be applied at checkout. Again, golficity.com/Rhoback to get your 15% off and start shopping today. Yeah, man. I love my Rhoback stuff. I can't wait to get on.
So comfortable. They sent me a little red polo. I had to rock it today, obviously, for T-Dub. But yeah, the polos are crazy comfortable. They're that nice material. It's going to be nice when it's like a little hot during the summer, 85, 90 degree rounds. These shirts are perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's head over into our next segment. We're trying to settle an office debate today. I wouldn't say it was much of a debate, but there was a tweet going around from Max Homa that read that I didn't pack a red shirt this week because obviously I cannot be prepared for something like this, but I will honor T-Dub by just playing awesome golf on Sunday. And right away, people were hammering away at his tweet saying, how can you do that? This, that, and the other thing. Go buy a red shirt. He just handed you a trophy. But I'm trying to dive into deeper of that, right? Because obviously, yes, you can go buy a shirt. But there's other sponsorship fulfillments that he has to fulfill with being a sponsorship of FootJoy. Now, what I'm saying, I don't put this on Max Homa. I don't. I put this on, number one, the sponsorship. But number two, I did not see a single person in FootJoy wearing red. And I don't know. I don't think FootJoy scripts for WGCs like other people do. But I did not see a single FootJoy player rocking red. Now, not to mention, were they rocking some type of, like Billy Horschel was rocking a TW on the side of his hat? Were they doing that? I don't know. But I want to know why nobody from FootJoy is wearing red and black.
Yeah, and it's a little bit complicated, right? Because when the crash happened, Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it happens Monday, you could probably say that 80% of the field is already at concession.
Should be.
Right? Or should be, exactly. So even if they do script, that script happens weeks ago. Yeah. That happened weeks ago. It's already planned out. All the players already have all of their stuff. And if the guys are there on Monday, we saw it with Colin, right? Adidas shipped him a red shirt and it didn't get there in time. Just because you have 3 days before the tournament starts where I guess it's a Sunday outfit, but it happened on Monday. And I'm sure on Monday they weren't like, oh, this Sunday we're going to do this. I'm sure it was either on Tuesday or Wednesday, a little bit further into the week, that the guys decided that they were going to do the tribute thing. So it's impossible to put this on Max. And if those people on Twitter, they just don't understand it at all.
They don't.
Because not only is he a FootJoy sponsor, I don't know his exact logos, but I think he's MasterCard maybe on his collar, I think.
Sure. Yep.
He's got 3 or 4 different ones. You can't just go to Dick's, buy a red shirt, and then patch, and then iron on your patches all over your shirt. That's just not how it works. He would lose an incredible amount of money, first of all. And probably, I don't know if he'd lose sponsorships, but that'd be a tough look if he just showed up in a plain Target brand red shirt just because that's what they were doing. Right. So I don't know how anybody could possibly put that on Max Homa. It's just a schedule thing. It's easy for Nike because, they just, first of all, they have a bunch of money. They can send stuff. They can be there in 2 hours, new shirts. But Nike's easy because it's red and that's what they do. For other brand, they might not have red in the catalog and all that kind of stuff. So it's impossible to put that on any of the player.
Guaranteed Nike also said if this doesn't get to you in time, we'll have someone personally hand this to you. We'll throw them on a plane and you'll have this before Sunday.
And the difference with Nike is none of the Nike guys have a MGM sponsor on a Nike shirt. Right. You can go to Dick's and buy a Nike red shirt. Mm-hmm. So that's the complete difference is you can literally go to Walmart and buy a Nike red shirt. Because the Nike guys don't have other sponsors.
That's a very good
point. When it comes to FootJoy and all that stuff, they have 4 or 5 different things that they need to correlate with a red shirt. So that makes it tough.
And that's a very good point. I wasn't thinking about that, but because I wasn't thinking about that was because when the announcers were talking about Colin, he said that they had put everything on the shirt that he needed, all the sponsorship that he needed. It just didn't get it on time. So that shows you, all right, maybe it took him a day to patch all those patches on and then send the shirt out, and they didn't get there on time for whatever reason. But no, that is a very good point on Nike because no Nike player ever wears any other logo on their shirt but the Nike swoosh.
Right, exactly. So that's what makes that easy, because that changes the whole conversation. Like
Right.
if Rory didn't have a red shirt, he could just send Harry to the nearest Dick's Sporting Goods and grab him a Nike like red shirt off the rack. So that's what makes it super easy.
Yeah.
And then with Max, he's just in the tough spot. Like he didn't pack a red shirt. And then who knows when the guys, I don't know who decided that they were going to do this. I don't know if that came out, whether it was Nike or like J-Day or close like JT, whatever.
I want to say Rory started it.
Yeah, Rory might have started it. I think
because Rory was the first one to put a tweet out, or he was the first one to leak. Someone was the first one to leak that he was doing.
And JT gave me the vibe that I think JT might have been doing it like regardless, because he doesn't have like a huge clothes sponsor now, so he doesn't have scripting. So I'm guessing that he packed that shirt because he posted the picture of it like hanging in his like closet or whatever, like gonna wear red and black for like TW tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So he had to pack that beforehand. So I don't know when they planned it, but it just put the guys like that don't have like a Nike sponsorship pretty much in like a tough spot.
Yeah, no, absolutely good point. And now Phil was playing in the PGA Tour Champions this week, but what he did was, I don't know where they were playing, so I know I'm about to look that up where they were playing, because that changes the conversation. He went and bought a red shirt, but the red shirt that he bought had like this big A logo on it, so he obviously didn't want to show that. So what he did was he just wore it under his 3/4 zip. Now that's a different story of Phil, paying tribute. Obviously he couldn't pay tribute on the outside, but it was on the inside and it was visible. You can see the red shirt that Phil was wearing, and you could see that he was paying his tribute. Yeah, they were in Arizona, so I don't know what the temps was like, but I think Phil did it perfect. And that's also the difference, because if you can layer it right, he has the quarter zip he has a black quarter zip, probably every single color he has a quarter zip in, that already has all his sponsorships on it. Then you can go to Walmart, spend $8 on a red polo, just put it underneath everything, and then you fulfill the Tiger tribute, and your sponsors are happy because you still have it on a black quarter zip. Absolutely. So Phil did it perfect. And he looked pretty good too. I don't know. I think after his round, he said he's never worn red like that before. But yeah, Phil did a great job again. Annika did a great job. Mm-hmm. And it was just really good to see just the world of golf kind of like thank Tiger, and Tiger loved it too. Yeah, he did. And it was his first tweet since the accident. Tiger put a tweet out there. It was just surreal to see everybody in red rocking something that, he started, and now it's like a movement now. So, right away when we think red, we think Tiger Woods always. So that's what we have for you today. Like we said, we're not putting anything on Max Homa. Despair the tweets that were going around. Obviously there's sponsorships that people have to fill, and there's contracts and stuff like that. So we get it. We just hope that everyone else out there gets it as well. Let us know who rocked the red and black combo the best, and drop them in the comments below, guys. Appreciate it, guys. See you next week.